forces a jump with it this time, and they both stand shielding in the gun smoke, but eventually.
Welcome everybody. It's the start of a new week, but it's the end of a season. Ooh, that was pretty clever. I like that. Anyway, I'm Beautiful Crow. I got Soy with me, and welcome to the Spring 24 Fighting Game East. It's the finals of the Elite Playoffs here, and I'm so excited to be here. It's going to be a wonderful series between University of Delaware Academy and the boys at Long Island University. This is going to be dope. Soy, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I mean, nothing like a finals to conclude an epic bracket. This has been such a fun run. And to see these two teams on this stage, I mean, especially after the performances they've had, it has been a real brawl to get to this point for both squads. And both these squads being promoted to Super Elite next season, but we get to see them on this stage. Excuse me, this matchup really means so much to both squads. To come out on top, to end your season with a W will mean so much to both these programs.
Absolutely. And yeah, like you said, both, moving up to the super elite area as well. So yeah, this is like the final bow for them here in the elite division, but it's, two of the best in this division. And yeah, it was quite a journey for them both to get here. Both in their last series, it was a bit more of a fight, I would say, for Delaware. I mean, that 3-2 was pretty scary to get through, almost not making it in, but they managed to make it through, and now LIU, the lovable lads, the lovable squad, making it as well. So now it is all down to this one more best of 5 to determine it all. And this is so good because both of these teams are stacked, with their players in these programs. Look, you said it's going to be a busy night. I said it's going to be a busy night. We might get that full 5-game series.
It's very possible. Best of 5 series here for these crew battles. And I think really the interesting storylines headed into this, Delaware are technically the underdog in terms of seeding. They finished third place in their pool, and then all of a sudden on a run here in the postseason, kind of fixed whatever issues they had in the regular season and have really come alive here in the spring portion of the year. 2-0 over the Bethel Pilots, 2-1 over St. Joseph's. But like you said, that semifinal against Illinois Wesleyan, the team that was number 1 in their pool, and it was down to the wire, a bunch of 1-stock or 2-stock wins by both schools, and in that third set, it really came down to the very last stock. So Delaware coming in with some momentum, but as the underdog in this bracket.
Yeah, and they're going to need to muster up that strength one more time to get it done here today, as we are privy to the starting lineups as well. And it's a strong 3. I know I'm a little bit biased towards Long Island. I mean, they've just been so dope to see the squad, be so strong in this elite division, and just seeing it all, pay off here, going with their 3 with my guy Humboldt and DS Mario main. I mean, that's the killer squad right there. We've seen them do so much work throughout the regular season, and even more so in playoffs. And with University of Delaware Academy, it's Boost, it's Houdini, and Mudkips coming in. So, look, on paper, this is going to be just an absolute slugfest. And hopefully we get top quality matches out of it.
Yeah, I expect this one to be very, very close through and through. The story for LIU off of that last series against Iona, though, was the play of my guy, the Little Mac. He is the double-edged sword of the team. When he has these massive victories, LIU can just run through opponents. But we saw in that series against Iona, going up against Pato's Joker, sometimes you fall into a bad matchup, and if they know how to expertly navigate matchups like that, my guy can get shut down very quickly. They got 3-0'd, and that was their one series loss to Iona in that semifinal. But really, LIU were able to overcome because of a team performance. My guy, outside of that one loss, had very strong performances, very often taking minimum 3 stocks off the board. DS Mario main constantly being the anchor in that Iona series, helping shut down the anchors of Iona. And really the player that stepped up was Ninja Nick. Although through the first really 3 series, he had been kind of locked down to 2 stocks a piece per set. In that 4th and final series, he took 4 stocks off the board to give his team a chance to close things out in that 4th set. So he had a step-up performance, which means that really everyone in that crew battle had their game, had their series where they were able to extend and give their team the edge.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe the game plan has a little bit of shake it up. Magic 8 Ball says we're going to get into it and see. So we do have them loaded up, and it's such a wonderful start. Humboldt and Mudkip on the final destination here. Okay, Delaware Academy, Long Island, let's see what you got. It's all the marbles here in this finals. So off to a scrap immediately.
Here on Final Destination 2, and this is the ultimate offense versus defense, right? Pikachu, you think of the combo game, you think of the kill power that they have, but Piranha Plant, they're a character that kind of thrives off of you coming to them. They can get a lot off of trades, so it's going to be up to Mudkip to play this a little bit more carefully, pick and choose their opportunities to really go in, as Humboldt right now is putting on a lot of pressure. 113 onto the Pikachu. Mudkip has to find a way back, but there's the jab to interrupt that grab attempt by Mudkip.
This is so funny because, like, it's Mudkip playing a Pikachu, and I'm like, my Pokemon brain, it's going crazy. But yeah, like, and one thing about this Piranha Plant pick by Humboldt is that, like, outside of this league, you're not going to find a lot of people piloting this Piranha Plant. I've said it before and I've said it again. It's really a matchup knowledge and knowing how to abuse, you know, the fact that a lot of Piranha Plant's powers is from a good distance, right? It's very long telegraphed attacks that do a considerable amount of damage when applied correctly, but Mudkip's on the Pikachu is just genuinely wanting to stay up close, pop in, do as much damage as possible, and then dip out, but not allow Humboldt to, like, to get the poison cloud stack, get any smashes charged up, the launching pot, you know, like no spike balls, and like kind of fell for the ruse in the first stock here, and Humboldt still sitting at 129 on the first, making him pay.
It's been a really interesting second stock here from Mudkip. They've had all the agency in the world here, just weaving around, throwing out so many hitboxes, really forcing Humboldt to play so carefully, but eventually that hourglass will run out and he will drop that opening stock. So a high stock count once again, but Mudkip really had to work to take that stock. The fact that Piranha Plant is surviving up to, 150 plus means that things are trending very well for the side of Humboldt, but here we are in the low percent combo game. Up tilt there, all the way up to 54. Make that 61 as they go back to neutral.
Back to neutral to reset. Mudkip definitely taking a lot of damage from that. Having Humboldt survive that first stock, right? This is still playing so strong, getting a lot of damage racked up on the Pikachu, but has not really been able to get an offensive game going afterwards, right? He took that first stock and it's kind of been on the back foot considerably with how well Mudkip has been playing, utilizing the offense and the spacing, but down to Rabbit and cleanse it and take it away, putting Mudkip at the last. Humboldt still at a very high 90 and climbing. Can be very susceptible. That forward air that we saw earlier that Mudkip used to kill can do it right back again.
There's another one going to land, but not going to be able to take the stock quite yet. High recovery this time around from Humboldt, and Mudkip can't get the punish here, so he's going to have to work a little bit harder, and there he will find it. Leave the neutral be caught just enough, allowing that neutral air to land, and into the up smash. They die off the top. first kill with the up smash that we've seen, although we've seen him get a conversion a couple times. But it's still Humboldt in the lead. They found some clever ways to take stocks off the board. At the end of the day, it's just a 1 stock difference. And look at the low edge guard attempt here. Dangerous player on the outside.
That was getting a little bit scary for Mudkip there. Okay, playing towards that low blast zone. Very, very difficult. But, oh, you can just keep Thunder Jolt. Yeah, you can space this out. I mean, it's a very high recovery, right? You know, those helicopter S, those float type recovery moves. But, like, that's just great damage that Mudkip was able to get. That lingering hitbox on the spike, though, going to cause some more damage. It's about tied here on their final stock apiece. But guess what? You get up too slow, get met with a smash attack forward smash to seal the deal. Delaware Academy striking first blood. But, man, they had to work for it.
The clutch up by Mudkip there was actually crazy. I mean, how many opportunities did it feel like Humboldt had to potentially reverse that situation? The down B spacing, right? Just barely unable to catch the Pikachu. And if any of those connect, it resets the situation. All of a sudden, Humboldt's got stage control. Mudkip has to find a new way back to stage, and who knows what happens. But 2 times, Mudkip is barely at the perfect range to outspace that down B, then gets in, gets his combo, and gets out. Well done by Mudkip to find that forward smash 2 along the ledge. Humboldt had done such a good job of, even though, yes, getting repeatedly zapped by the neutral B in that offstage scenario. He was constantly being pressured off stage, but he'd always found a way back to the ledge, and he'd always found a way back on once he was able to grab it. First time Mudkip finds a catch on the ledge, it means a stock is taken, and that means that Delaware Academy hold a 1 stock lead.
Yeah, that just abusing, like I said, abusing the timings in which Piranha Plant takes a lot to recover from using very strong moves was one of the big keys there. Mudkip managing to do so. The slow get up on the ledge. He's just like, oh wait, this is gift wrapped nicely in a bow for me here, and it just worked out very well. But now Long Island, I mean, we know the squad is just killers on killers, and it looks like they're sending in the big killer himself. I believe my guy is stepping up to the plate on the Lil Mac to finish off this one measly stock that Mudkip has. They're jumping straight into it. They're saying, no, let's not even talk. Let's just run the set. Let's get moving. No time for us to deliberate at all, Soy. We're just getting right into it. It's my guy coming in on the Lil Mac to finish off Mudkip here with 1 stock.
It's an interesting pick because it typically means that if my guy's in now, and we already know that Humboldt was locked in as player number 1, likely means DS Mario Main's going to be locked in as that anchor spot for the side of LIU. So we'll see what my guy can do if he can even things back up here. You got a lot of kill power on a very light character, but Pikachu with that combo game, they get 1 good string, and all of a sudden an edge guard on Little Mac, but they may not even have the chance to, as that up B nearly kills at, 70 from the platform. Instead, Mudkip forced to the outside here. Will re-grab that ledge, but forward tilts will only find shield. Mudkip actually able to get a little bit of damage online here, and things are starting to look a little scary here, but KO Punch is also about to come online.
Yeah, he wants to finish it off as fast as he can, without losing that first stock. But the thing is, he could really run into the danger of... Never mind, he was in the danger. There was a slight chance, but... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and clean that up real nice. Going into the second match with full 3v3 stock potential. But yeah, it was just textbook my guy,
When you said run into danger, I wasn't sure who you were talking about for a second, because Mudkip ran straight into that up smash, so he ran straight into the oncoming lane there, and that was troublesome for that stock. So up smash takes it, no KO punch required, but could have been scary, but at the end of the day, my guy clutches up, so ties things back up at 6 stocks apiece in total, 3v3. But now Delaware, they have the counter pick advantage. They see the Little Mac locked in. We'll see who they opt to send in next. And this is where I think the series gets very interesting, because Long Island, their strength all season long has been the explosiveness of their players. My guy with these massive performances, shutting down 2-3 players. DS Mario Main, quickly eviscerating stocks via up B combo or with the forward air spike. But on the flip side, Delaware Academy, where it's been a little bit more of a grind, this is a large program, right? They've got the varsity team and here in the academy team as well. So it's a little bit more thorough and thought out and game plan-esque. So they're a bit more strategic, I think, overall. And so now we get to see a little bit of that unfold as this series goes on. What's the initial game plan? And as this series continues, because these teams have to win 3 if they want the championship, we get to see the changes, the curveballs, and what wrinkles to that game plan there are.
Right, and it does look like, I mean, you talk about how methodical Delaware is generally. I mean, both, the varsity and the academy, very, very wealth of talent in this program. And now, they take a little bit of time to deliberate. It's like, all right. Is it Houdini? Is it Boost? Who's going in next? They're not letting all their cards out just yet. They're taking this time to, talk shop, talk strategy, be like, look, we know what to do. It's so funny because, like, we're Long Island are just pure vibes and, like, instinct and, like, all right, let's fight, let's go, let's have fun. You have the exact opposite on that as where Delaware Academy are just like, okay, here's what we're going to do. Scope this out, game plan. And, I love it. Houdini stepping in, the Yoshi man himself. I'm for it. I'm real for it.
Yeah, I was curious who Delaware would opt to send in, because players like Boomer and Booster, they both have a handful of characters that they've played in the past, very deep pockets. But instead they go with the tried and true Yoshi veteran, Houdini, who has had some big performances in the past. In particular, they've played a lot of heavier opponents or a lot of the anchors of teams at times, and here they're stringing together some up airs. KO Punch now online, but my guy has to find a way to land, and that is not going to be easy. It comes offline very quickly. The up air doing so much work already.
Yeah, so my guy might just be out of it. Wait, no, he actually was able to mash out of shield, mash out of the egg rather, but not going to live too much longer after that. First stock going down, and yeah, Houdini's putting in work on this Yoshi.
Stringing together all the up airs once more. The juggle game on point. That was where they got caught out in that series against Pato in Iona's semifinal. Was, my guy on the Little Mac doesn't have a great vertical game plan. They can get very easily caught. They have to use KO Punch in order to recover there. They don't get the hitbox, but they will make it back to stage. And they are able to punch through and take that first stock with the armor.
That was such a great shimmy, too. Just a little bit of a step back to get into it, but the dash attack from Houdini. Yoshi putting that size 13 right in my guy's face. Good grab. Back throw across as well, but my guy staying alive at 150, not able to get any damage in himself, and it's so scary because Houdini has been able to pump out damage significantly faster than you might, would have thought in my guy's case, and now he's playing very defensively with his Little Mac, trying to hold on to a second stock. They're doing as much damage as possible before falling as the combo setup, and it's not there, but that noggin comes a knockin'. Houdini does it again, 2 stocks taken.
Ooh, much more patient, and he's going to get caught here along the ledge, and now my guy eats 40% for that little bit of over-aggression. You could see Houdini was trying to scout out an early stock there, knowing that, hey, this recovery is not all that good. It's very susceptible. If I can get this Little Mac off stage, there's a chance I can find an edge guard, but it's not that easy. My guy's found ways back to the stage 4 times than not here. And all of a sudden, they get jabbed off. Oh, but there's the jump read, the forward air. They have to use KO Punch, and they will get forward aired for it, and Houdini will shut down my guy, and the Blue Hens maintain the lead.
Okay. Houdini coming in and pulling a rabbit out of his hat, taking all 3 away from my guy. Hey, look, that time, that deliberation, that, talking, that strategy working out very well for the Blue Hens, like you said, and now reclaiming the lead here. And he only lost 1 stock as well in that entire match. So very nice job on them for doing that. But man, he was just getting everything he could ask for with these combos with Yoshi, and the pressure was off from the moment they got on the platform. You could see my guy was really having to fight defensively for majority of that match. It was kind of scary how much pressure Houdini was able to put off with this Yoshi.
It really was. Houdini got so much off the juggle game, too. That was what really made the difference. They were able to get a good amount of damage onto the Yoshi through the first maybe 10 seconds or so. But after that, it was complete control of neutral by Houdini, and the up airs doing so much work. And you saw when my guy had their offensive opportunity, it was a much more patient game plan. It was a bit more about the mind game. It was a bit more about, okay, what are you going to do? What do you want? I'll beat you to the punch there. And Maiga had to really think, and that slows the game down. Whereas Houdini, they knew exactly what to do once they got their opening. And now we see a little bit different of a matchup as the anchor of Long Island stepping into the ring on Final Destination. It's DS Mario Main.
Okay, DS Mario Main has to right the wrongs of his teammates and pull this back into the lead for Long Island. But it's up against Houdini, who's just giving him absolute insane control. No way he lands that. He actually gets it off stage and returns. And oh god, I was gonna do it again. That would have been too crazy. Too quick successions. Evening the stocks across the board. Houdini, absolute menace right now.
They are a very strong player, and they're showing you why, right? You gotta come out the gates ready, and DS Mario Main, first set of the day, was not on that first stock. Houdini with the 0 to death, and now here on stock number 2, seeing what they can do. 74% onto Houdini means that DS Mario Main's likely gonna need to win neutral once, maybe even 2 times more to really get them up into kill percentage, but they get back thrown off stage. They can't land there. The air dodge comes out a little late. Up B's to the ledge. Ledge trump doesn't come through, but the down tilt does. There's the reset. There's the forward smash. There's the stock. Houdini is on fire right now.
Oh man, he is summoning the black magics of his ancestors to get through this game number 1 right now, doing absolute mad work on DS Mario Main, who's been such a reliable last man for Long Island in multiple series. Houdini is really making them just look chumpish at the moment, just playing expertly in both offense and defense. That shield to the shimmy right there, just doing so much work for this Delaware Academy squad. And man, it's Long Island really gonna have to regroup after this. It's a very, very scary sight.
The question is, can DS Mario Main even get to the last player of Delaware right now? They're at 42% on their last stock. They still need to take 2 off of Houdini, and they're up to 123. So 1 stock's viable, but you're still at disadvantage on that last one. There we go. They get the up smash, the back hit of it too. So they find a way to get Houdini to the last stock, but they're up to 67, and the pressure's on now.
Okay. Can he hold out a little bit longer? DS Mario Main at 95. Wants to try and bring this to a game 3. Misses the grab. It's not going to be there. The attempt was whiffed. Lands. Okay. Fireball to throw into combo. Gets up airs. Gets 2. Not going to be able to finish it off. Flood to push him back. Houdini just needs to do it. Oh no! He missed the ledge? What was that? Oh no! Not like this! Okay, the magic has seemingly run out for Houdini. Long Island going to squeak that one away. 1 stock remaining. Hey, hashtag we take those, baby.
In grand finals, we do. And just like that, DS Mario Main able to get to the last member of Delaware. It was a hard-fought battle, though. A 0 to death to start things off from Houdini shows how strong of a player they are to shut down the Mario just like that. And then at the end, you started to see DS Mario Main, well, they caught a little bit of fire of their own. That combo at the end, looking for things like the forward air, nearly got it too. And generally there, that side B from Houdini, it's not a bad idea, right? There's a little bit of pop-up, I think, on the start of that move, but they just barely misspace it and end up hitting the ledge. No jump available either to get them back to the stage. So they do fall in unfortunate circumstances, but they were put there by the excellent play of DS Mario Main in the last 10 seconds to 15 seconds of that match.
Yeah, man, we were praising how Houdini was doing that entire match, and then DS Mario Main is like, all right, yeah, it's one way to win a match, but yeah, just a very unfortunate mishap for Houdini. The thing is, though, they still have boost ready to go. We're Delaware with 3 stocks to the measly 1 of DS Mario Main. So, like, DS Mario Main's really going to have to pull out the pure main character energy because you're up against Boost, who is piloting the Aegis duo, the Pyramithra. All right, I'll say a little prayer for you, but, baby, Delaware, they're looking on fire. They want to keep this going. 3 stocks to 1. They want to finish off game number 1 in style.
They go to small battlefield, too. Boost has played a couple different characters, but in times like this, it has always been the Pyramithra on the big stage, so we'll see what they can do here. Can they get this one stock off of DS Mario main? On the other hand, if you're looking at this matchup from the side of Long Island, you know, you've got a character with a susceptible recovery. You can get a Flood or a Cape off stage. It's not that, you know, it is an avenue back into the game, but it's easier said than done. And especially if things are even through the first, well, 40 seconds of the matchup. Look at the percents, just barely in DS Mario main's favor. Means that they're going to have a whole hill to climb. They're going to try and bring this one back.
Big old hill, big old mountain, whatever you want to call it. He can make it happen if he digs down deep enough. As right now he's landing the combos he needs. Look for the spacing. Try to go for that up air ladder, but not going to happen there. 87%. Now Boost switching to the Pyra. One mistake here could end it all. 112 now for DS Mario main. Looking at least take one stock away from Boost.
Able to get back to the stage. Won't find that down air quite yet. Dangerous around the platform. I love the switch ups here from Boost, although it's very dangerous. And DS Mario main, they're looking for an opportunity to try and punish, and they just can't find it. Side B will connect, and the second one will, and that should be enough. From outside, they get sniped, and Boost will shut down DS Mario main, and Delaware will take the first set of this series.
Okay, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning, and unfortunately it was burning for DS Mario main. That will be Delaware taking game number 1. Man, it was kind of crazy. Off the big old back of the dinosaur that is Houdini, taking out just, oh my goodness. I'm still like in awe over that set versus my guy and how just dominant he was during that. But you know, that's only the first game. It's a best of 5. This is gonna keep going on. We got a long night ahead of us, and Long Island can bring it back. I mean, now we got to talk, right? We got to talk of what the plan is for Long Island. How do they recoup from this? You know, do they run the same lineup front to back, same positions, or are we switching it up? We're gonna find out in a moment.
It's interesting to look at these teams and see what the lineups will be like, because Long Island, all through that Iona series, they almost never deviated. It was leading with my guy on the Little Mac. Then Ninja Nick was the second player, who we did not get to see this series, so might see them inserted here in series number 2. And then DS Mario main was almost always the anchor. They very rarely switched it up in that Iona series. So I'm curious to see if maybe they go back to that formula to get my guy into an earlier position, or maybe they want to leave the Little Mac as the anchor because that's what ended up getting them here in that 4th and final series against the Gales. But I also think you can see the moments for Long Island where their game plan was working. I mean, Humboldt had the lead through most of the first game against Mudkip. My guy had some good pressure on Houdini in their series, and DS Mario main had their moments too where, hey, they forced Houdini into an SD scenario and they were able to get good damage and trade evenly with Boost. So you can see the glimpses of, hey, the game plan is there, but it's all about implementing it and, you know, getting to that next level where you can not only implement it but also just what's the word I'm looking for? Nail it 100%.
Yeah, get that confirmed. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because, like, maybe you could argue it's like if they switch DS Mario main and my guy's positioning coming into that, the matchup might have been a little bit better for the Mario versus the Yoshi rather than the Little Mac versus the Yoshi. But yeah, you're right. There were flashes of brilliance for every single moment, every single member of Long Island. Should they decide to choose to, you know, trade anybody out or move anybody out? Because yeah, they have the whole squad, right? But it's just, I don't know, because like I really do like whenever DS Mario main like gets into focus and gets on a roll, it's damn near impossible to stop him. The same can be said with my guy. So it's like you have two extremely hot players, like when they're performing peak, like that will win you a championship, that will win you a final. And then it's all up to like, okay, but do we keep Humboldt in? He's a very solid starter, you know, with the very unorthodox pick that a lot of people don't necessarily know how to play around completely. Do we want to switch that off? Do we want to, you know, move positions? Whereas Delaware, they could, like, we talk about, you know, how many players they have with them. Delaware could literally just run this back completely, same formula, and potentially win again. Like, I did not see any holes in their gameplay, so to speak, watching them in this game.
Yeah, and the thing about Delaware, too, is that not only does it look very solid, but the adaptations are very quick and easy, like duct tape. Just quick patch here, you know, quick switch up there. You even look at the pockets of players like Boomer and Boost, where you've got a couple different characters that you can play. They can change up their play style, change the tempo on you as well. So it'll be interesting to see as we are seeing those first names locked in. And it's a little bit of what we saw in that first series, but a change up. Mudkip back into the ring to lead things off for Delaware, but he's going up against my guy, the Little Mac, who closed him out in series number 1.
Okay. My guy gonna start it off here. He says, you know what? No. Let's go. Putting on the captain hat saying, let's run it and get it done. And this is going to be fun. So, Mudkip starting off once again for Delaware Academy, going up against the indomitable that is my guy. Let's see what he can get done, because Mudkip, this is a really good matchup. I like this matchup, though, better for Mudkip than I did when he went up against Humboldt on the Piranha player.
Ooh, I do like it, too. And it was pretty even off those that kind of one stock bout that we saw in that first series until the up smash killed from my guy. And you also saw in that sequence my guy nearly able to take the stock as Mudkip up to 91 here. But again, it's all about getting this Little Mac off stage for the moment. Trade coming through here, so Mudkip sees KO punching now, tries to play patient, but they can only do so in the corner for so long. Run up forward tilt will outright KO there, so first stock goes in favor of Long Island.
Okay. My guy managing to put the hurting onto... Oh, what? Hold on. Is that going to go? That was such a sneaky little tap to get into the up combo. But it's not going to be enough to, you know, just outright KO Mudkip, right? I mean, it did a lot of damage, sure. But now my guy's in danger of losing his first stock. It's 125 and flying. Just barely staying alive here against Mudkip, though, who's doing a really good job of keeping my guy on his toes.
Oh
my God!
Leighton,
clip it! Leighton, clip it!
He's on his toes, but he's dancing around center stage right now. He's got KO punch online as well. Able to get the parry here, and they're in danger of getting 3 stock, but the dash attack will come through, and Caster's Curse, that one's on me, my guy. That one from center stage will kill off the top. So 2-1 the stock count now. Mudkip at 51%. Up smash won't be able to land, but now maybe a chance to turn things around here. Potential edge guard. They land the third back air. Jump use as well. And they caught the air dodge, but it's too high. The platform kind of intercepting that attempted edge guard, which means Mudkip's going to have to work a little bit harder to try and take this stock.
Yeah, he is going to have to work just a tiny bit harder to close out this one. My guy just to close it out. This Mudkip staying alive. But that perfect parry into this upside. Oh my God, that was nasty. He's doing work, looking for the prediction, thinking he's going to try and land on stage, but no, goes to the ledge. And once again, the swipe is there. Swiftest uppercut in the game. My guy gets it done in 2.
Did he duck around the neutral B? Because that neutral B's got the arc when it's on a platform. Right, I think he actually just ducked around it, which is insane spacing to be able to dash around that move as Little Mac. So very well done, but hey, I mean, it's another good series from my guy to come out on top and hold a 2 stock lead here. And in a matchup that can be very volatile, they were able to win neutral a lot. And one of the things that I think was really important, you called it out, the parry to up smash, but it's all off of the mix-ups on my guy in neutral, because Mudkip is constantly throwing out those neutral Bs. So what is my guy doing? He's either parrying, he's holding shield, or he'll use a smash attack to armor through, knowing that Mudkip's brain is going, hey, the second one of these projectiles lands, I can go in. I can get something off the back of it. But my guy now has 3 different answers to that option, and he used all of them in that series.
Just when you doubt him, the boy comes back and answers with thunderous blows and lightning strikes. But now he has to... They're putting it... They did it again. Soy, they're doing it again. They got me. They're listening to me. Keeping Houdini right in the middle. And now he's once again up against my guy, but this time my guy with 2 stocks. So, like, arguably, job could be easier. But then again, my guy just might turn Super Saiyan 2 here, just completely rewrite the story, right? Just completely turn the script and burn it, Like, there's that high potential because he is still coming hot off of another victory. But Houdini, we saw how he plays on this Yoshi. That aggression, that pressure, just the momentum can switch in literally a moment's notice. And he's going to have to do that here. 6-8. Long Island going to try and hold on to this lead.
We go to Smashville, which is interesting to me because part of, I think, what made my guy struggle in that first series against Houdini was the fact that those platforms allowed Houdini to get much more off the up airs, the juggles. So we go to a little bit smaller of a stage, we get that platform in the middle, so my guy changing things up, taking away those platforms and see if he can get a little bit more mileage out of this matchup. Still though, I mean, Houdini was able to box pretty cleanly. KO Punch now online. We'll probably need another hit here, maybe, but no, just outright. They're able to get up from the ledge and pull the trigger on it and take down the first stock of Houdini.
Okay, then, all right. My guy says that was for game number 1. Let's see if he can keep it up, though. He's at 120. 127 now is the projectiles the eggs will land. Mudkip just needs to clean this up. We talk about if my guy gets on a roll, it's very scary to stop sometimes, but Houdini is just that good of a player on this Yoshi to completely stop that momentum. So is it unstoppable force versus a movable object, or are these two locomotives just going to crash straight into each other looking for it? Opting for, oh wow, that was, okay, that's an option right there. The pause into the dodge into the down B. Okay, that's going to be a stock taken from Mudkip. My guy on his last now needs to clean this up to keep Long Island in the lead and not allow Delaware to pull back.
A very different changeup to get that stock, but one that Houdini will gladly take as it forces this Little Mac to their last stock, and now he really gets another one. KO Punch online, pull the trigger, but I think the hitbox shifted, so won't be able to get the landing of it, and counter use as well, but he will be able to make it back to stage. Holds shield, now gets the up smash off. A second one, the juggle situation is now reversed. How does Houdini land? Again, floating around, they get up smashed once more, but they can really only afford one more of these hits. You wonder too if something like up B could be used here, the way that Houdini is jumping around, staying to the outside of the stage, knowing they've got the projectile advantage, but they dance their way in, they get the neutral air, and that will be the end of my guy's run in set 2.
Okay, I mean, he managed to take at least one stock before he fell, but once again, talking about people that can capitalize and completely cool momentum, Houdini does it. And this is, yeah, it's 2-0 over my guy in this, and it's just that matchup coming back, to bite him in the head. Like, it's just, my guy very strongly was, I mean, like I said, able to get that one stock off. But after that, he's like, all right. Let's chill out. Let's stop playing around, right? And, like, you just see him pulling off these moves that I'm going to be honest here. I did not think that spot dodge into slow roll into jump and down B would have just outright killed like that. Like, I feels like that's one of those techs that you're just like, all right, how's he even getting away with this, But just Houdini being able to pull off these maneuvers, pulling off these slight combos, what you will, taking out my guy here, looking strong going into this. But now the question is, who's going in next for Long Island? Do they run back any of the same members they had previously? Do they switch someone out? Like, what are you thinking about this, Soy?
For the side of Long Island, I'm not sure. I've been saying Ninja Nick has been one of the more consistent 3, but Humboldt has really made a name for themselves in kind of this part of the roster for the side of LIU, and they are going to step into the ring here. The Piranha Plant going up against the Yoshi of Houdini, and okay. I think one of the things that makes this matchup so interesting and really makes Houdini just a different player and such an established player here in the ECAC is that they play around the high percent so well, right? They knew exactly against my guy how to dance around the stage, how to stay outside of his burst range so that nothing strong could get him at the end. He feels like he's just got that it's that championship factor of, when you get the championship team and then you don't close them out early. That's what playing against Houdini feels like. If you don't close out a stock early, they somehow find ways to win. And that's what Houdini has really made a career out of at Delaware, and they're trying to find even more here against Humboldt.
Yep, off to a good start. One stock down, doesn't matter. He's still going to play just as strong, and this is going to be fun to watch because in all actuality, right, Houdini should have such a field day with this matchup. There's just nothing really timing-wise that Humboldt can do to keep Houdini off him on this Yoshi. You can poke away like with eggs like he's been doing here, yes, but that's causing Humboldt to have to dodge and have to play. It's like, oh god, when can I even find the time to throw out a Poison Cloud, throw out a Spike Ball? Like, when are you going to be able to get those no charge attacks either? So, like, this is a situation for Humboldt, who's already at 131 here, and he's the one with the stock advantage.
Oh, he got sniped by the egg too. Low recovery here. He's able to weave around the neutral air. You have to question too, how is Humboldt even going to take a stock if he doesn't have the time to rack up the damage? Off stage once more. He's back to the ledge. Been good about getting off the ledge for the most part, but here he'll find the down B, catching a jump there from Houdini. Now backing away. Houdini knows all they need is one of these aerials to land. Maybe catch him jumping. Finds a forward air, but it's the spike hitbox. And there's the neutral air to clean things up. Tying things back up in terms of that stock count. A big one there for Houdini. And they're already working on stock number 2. Up airs galore into the up B. Oh, but the armor, the down B, allows Humboldt to survive.
Oh, that scared me for a bit. I thought Humboldt forgot. He's like, hey, bro, you got a B right there. But yes, the armor on the side B is really, really good there. It allows him to get, a little bit of an offensive option in, but he's already 90 and climbing on his second stock, and he just got off the platform moments ago. Oh, man, Houdini's really trying to finish this off, but once again, a charge shot proving true. To get some more damage on to Houdini, but he can't keep having to rely on that one move to make it work as the big bottom atomic drop from Houdini breaks the shield and breaks the spirit of Long Island.
Brutal checkmate situation there for Humboldt. They get their shield broken. They will answer back with a stock here to tie things back up once again. So winner of this will have that stock advantage on the last member of the other team, but still, so much work has been done by this Yoshi, trying to do even more on Final Destination, and the up tilt doesn't land. A chance to reversal here for Houdini. They don't find the back air. They stuff him out with a forward air. Low recovery once again here for Humboldt.
Oh!
They get chipped away at by the up B, and again, trying to land on him will just not work. Resets into forward smash. It's another shutdown for Houdini.
My god. Okay. He ekes it out again. I mean, it's just Houdini in the second slot is apparently just the answer to everything in life, right? It's worked before for Delaware in game number 1. Now here in game number 2, it's doing much of the same. It was a little bit more for scrap there. Had to fight for it just a tiny bit more, and ending this with one stock left sets up DS Mario main for success here. Potential angle to, flip it on its head from game number 1, right? Just come in here, get rid of the Yoshi as fast as possible. And then that leaves boost for the third player for Delaware Academy. 3 stocks apiece. In that situation, I would definitely say, okay, DS Mario main could do it. But with how Houdini keeps playing, we might be in for something real, real special here, Soy. I'm not even going to lie.
And remember, Houdini came in against DS Mario main and 0-to-deathed him on stock number 1. It was not easy for DS Mario main to close out Houdini. So this stock really matters, right? Giving yourself the best chance possible in a series like this. It's going to come down to these two, and really if DS Mario main can find that strong kill, can find that move to shut down this Yoshi that has been so elusive to the Long Island Sharks thus far. Hollow Bastion we go to, a stage that we really haven't seen today, but I'm sure we'll see it more frequently. It's getting counterpicked more and more in the collegiate scene, but oh my, these neutral Bs doing so much work against DS Mario main especially, is where Houdini has found those options.
Yep, okay. Oh, wait, how is he already at 83%? Soy, the match just started. How is he already at 83%? Oh, no, gets caught. egged up, smash. Wow, he missed! No way, that might have just saved DS Mario main stock right there. His entire life flashing before his eyes as the tail swipe gonna miss on that. Okay, Houdini just gotta finish it off.
Trying to get something started up with these aerials on shield, but just nothing buying. Defense too strong. They're very aware of the game plan right now. Houdini holding the egg and then immediately neutral airing afterward, and these neutral airs, at some point they will just kill outright. But look at that, the down tilt mix-up, hadn't really used that move all day, missed tech opportunity, and Houdini has been so good at catching these mistechs.
Yeah, very good at catching people off guard. I mean, like, I'm telling you, he's just a sly little dino. Like, he has such good reads most of the time. And just, man, it's been working so well for Delaware. Now, managing to take one stock away from DS Mario main, who I was like, hey, look, if he goes up into the final match 3v3, I definitely can take it. But now there's that seed of doubt. Planted is shimmy back, forward smash to end it off. And a nice little taunt, too. A little bit messier than he might have liked, but Long Island get it done. Okay, the Sharks setting it up. Last man to last man once again.
Last man to last man, but it will be Delaware with that stock advantage thanks to Houdini taking that first stock off the board. And a big stock, I think, for DS Mario main to take, right? That forward smash is, I mean, it's one that I won't say you don't see that frequently, but it's certainly the step back positioning, everything was there for them to clean that up. But it's a risky move because especially the way that Houdini's been playing, their punish game has been so strong. Their spacing has been really good. To find that forward smash was very clutch, but it was a risk. And it was in situations like this, sometimes you have to take those risks to give yourself a chance, right? You are trailing in this series, and if you're going to bring things back here in set number 2, you're going to have to make more plays like that, and we'll see if they're able to do so against Boost, who's being locked in as the anchor of the Blue Hens.
All right. We got to see just a little bit of Boost in game number 1. Well, I mean, we know this player is very, very strong on the Pyramithra. Going up against DS Mario main. It's, you know, same lineup, slightly different order for Long Island, but, you know, the same order for Delaware. So, Boost, one stock lead going into this against DS Mario main. Can potentially put this at the 2-0, you know, put them on series point for the championship here. Because remember, guys, this is the ECAC Elite Finals, best of 5. Final player for both teams here in match number 2. Can Long Island clutch it out, or is Delaware going to get it done? We're off.
Running it back to Hollow Bastion as well. So, a comfort stage for DS Mario main. Can they make it work here against all 3 stocks of the Aegis, of Boost's Aegis, and now see if they can find something here. Forward smash will only find shield, though. And now a chance to combo, but intercepted and interrupted by the neutral air. Oh, good forward smash underneath there. And I like the idea to try and catch the low recovery with the up B. Won't work out this time around, but it's something DS Mario main will now have in the back of his mind. As he gets flooded off stage, Boost is able to make it back.
Up to 75, and now DS Mario main needs to secure this first one. Oh my good golly god! Oh, no way. Look, I need a minute. I'll be right back, guys, because what?
Oh, that cape is just magic. And the timing was perfect. Last second, he could have pulled that move off, and he does. Great catch there by DS Mario main to give himself a chance. Now, tied stock count here, and 40% separation. Not all that much considering the characters on screen. Gets a good back air. Patience there, waiting for what panic defensive option they'll throw out, but instead, just shielding either way. Flood once again. No side B recoveries. Everything low here from the side of Boost. They do not want to get caped again or flooded. And there's the back air, just barely catching Mario, and all of a sudden, DS Mario main on the last stock for Long Island.
Woo-wee. Okay, it's a do or die situation here for Long I. DS Mario main has to grit his teeth and tighten them boots up to make this work. Really fancy way to take out first stock of Boost, but now he has to do it twice over. 83% here. Definitely kill range from Mario. Multiple scenarios. He just has to make it work 2 times over. Very scary situations. Boost has been really good at dodging a lot of the offense from DS Mario main. Is clipped in the air here. Looks for the Mario Tornado to finish it off, but no, it's not going to happen. Now Boost in the combo. Once again, whiffs.
Yeah, that was tough. You can tell DS Mario main is really searching for that killing blow, right? With things like the down air, going for the back air late. But Boost is very aware of it, and they're just barely able to contest or outspace these moves and then punish accordingly. This could be the game right there. Doesn't find the up air, but stuck on the platform for the moment. They're able to get around it for now. DS Mario main in the corner. Turnaround up smash doesn't land. Down tilt from Boost does. He still needs to take 2 stocks at the board, and this Mario's up into the red, and he doesn't find the back air.
No.
The neutral air from Pyro will kill, and Delaware are up 2-0 in the series.
Up 2-0. Man, Boost is just so good. Flashy plays be damned, DS Mario, man. Boost is just so good at shutting you down like that, and it's just, wow. Okay, up 2-0. We said Delaware Academy. We're not playing around getting to this finals. And they are completely showing it here. And now Long Island, they really got to bring it back. They really have to hunker down for this next game. And like, I mean, they switched up the order of the players. They put my guy in first, who did a real heavy amount of work, you know, like very, very good job by him, but it was not enough to put Long Island in a position to where they could finish off the set. And now, with literal 1 game separating them from, you know, staying in the match or just outright losing this finals, you got to ask, what is the game plan here from Long Island?
It's tough, right? I mean, once again, Delaware do not switch up the lineup and things still go awry. I wonder, it feels like, you know, we've been talking up Houdini throughout this series because of the performances that they have had, and it feels like if they're going to find a way to win this series, that might be the player you have to try and focus on. So I think the matchup they want to try and get to is potentially DS Mario main up against that Yoshi, and it's not going to be easy. Maybe you leave my guy as the anchor. That's how they won that series, that 3rd series against Iona. But it feels like one of the two between my guy and DS Mario main, someone's just going to have to win the set outright against Houdini, and then you can worry about the rest of the cast. But the fact that Delaware have been hiding him in the lineup, he's not the first member in, and he's not the anchor. Yeah. You have to worry about that factor as well. So going to be interesting to see where both teams lead off from here.
It's going to be interesting to see. That is absolutely true. Man, all right, Long Island got to dig down deep. Let's see how we can get this going. I mean, Delaware just have such a stranglehold. You're right. Houdini, you know, hiding him in the middle there is the perfect position for him. I literally do not want to see him first or last. Like, he just does such a great job in that middleman, in that secondary position. But they say, forget you, Crow. We don't care what you think at all. We're putting Houdini out first today. And it's actually going to be a substitution coming out for Long Island. Looks like Ninja Nick is stepping in. Humboldt is out. That's interesting. When the world needed him most, Ninja Nick picked up the phone.
So I mentioned Ninja Nick a couple of times, and Ninja Nick, this will be his first series on the Pokemon Trainer. That was what we saw pretty frequently, and I think, I don't know, in the back of my mind, one thing has been sitting there, and that's that Delaware have their own Pokemon Trainer player up on a different team. Yes. So they are very aware of this matchup. Now, Ninja Nick is not the same player as Emba, but the fact that they are, you know, practicing against the same type of hitbox and hurtbox means that they know exactly what Ninja Nick wants, which I think is why they lead off with Humble in the first 2 series. But now Ninja Nick, we'll see what he can do in this series. Maybe he can throw in some wrinkles to the game plan and throw them off, because Houdini has been the player on fire today.
Yeah, absolutely right about that. The amount of work Houdini has done. I might need to write some thesis paper on that, but starting off the series now, instead of being in the seconds, he's done a really good job keeping Ninja Nick in pace, who started off in the lead, but now is lacking in damage. That's a big old egg to be in there, but the Flare Blitz, it lands. Very good job by Ninja Nick to get some more damage off. At the expense of hurting himself a little bit. Has to secure this first stock real soon, or I'm afraid Houdini is just going to run away with this all over again.
You gotta be very careful here, and you're willing to risk that damage this early in a crew battle. You're the first man in, you're just wanting to try and get the advantage, but now they get neutral bead once again. Ooh, air dodge out there, and they're able to cross up the Yoshi, which means that you're able to actually survive and get the stock for it. Up the out of shield will do the trick. Another Flare Blitz here, but this one will get punished. That one's shielded by Houdini. You fooled me once, but not twice. Not this time around. And now, a couple more up air strings. Waited out the switch as well there. Getting so much damage. And the neutral beat tacking on a little bit of percent for Ninja Nick.
I'm not even joking when I say I think that's like the first time I've seen anybody use Bullet Seed on Ivysaur in Collegiate all year. Actually works in an option for a moment, but Ninja Nick needs to hurry up and keep the pace up to not allow Houdini to get these mind games, these guessing games. He needs to do as much work as possible on this Ivysaur. Maybe just switch back to Charizard and get as much hard sheer force off as possible. But no, the forward airs are doing considerable amount of damage too. Good tag option, but there's the switch in, and let's see what he can get done. He got that last stock off of some serious work from the Charizard, but being able to do it again, that's a whole nother story.
Ooh, jab, and then he faded away there. I don't think Houdini was actually expecting to get the jab that he landed, and meant that he kind of faded away and gave Ninja Nick a second chance here. Forward air out, they Flare Blitz across the stage, so well into the red, and that means things like up air will just kill outright, especially with that little bit of rage tacked on. This Ivysaur's got to put in some work here for Ninja Nick. They've got Houdini up to 97% here, but you don't want to take too much damage here. Just continuing to Razor Leaf away, not a bad idea, even though it's, you know, a change of pace here, and Houdini's just saying, hey, you gotta come to me. I know that Razor Leaf will tack on damage. You have to land one of these strong hitboxes, and they're very committal. And the punish game of Delaware has been ever present throughout the series. They've gotten a ton of mileage off of it. Maybe they can find even more here.
Yeah, I mean, look, best case scenario, right? Get Houdini down to 1 stock, 1 good old Flare Blitz, 1, you know, back air, just go for something, go for broke in the chomp. All right! Ninja Nick managing to take it down. The demon is not quite dead, but he is hurting as he switches into 2 up airs immediately. Oh no, okay. Ninja Nick got a lot of work done, but closing it is a whole nother story. Houdini now looking to finish off this first player from Long Island, getting that 3-0 for Delaware Academy. He's very much poised to do so. It all starts at this gatekeeper that is Ninja Nick.
The switch to Charizard. Oh, but the tech trap again! He finds it! The jab reset into the forward smash, and Houdini will not be denied. He shuts down Ninja Nick, and Delaware has the lead once again.
He just does it again. I mean, you can change the player, whatever. Maybe the IMBA training did pay off. Who knows? You know, I'm not in the houses. I don't know how that goes. But it did work very well, allowing him to take out Ninja Nick on his last stock, though. So going into this next one, that is something Long Island can capitalize on, and they will have to if they want to stay alive in this series. But University of Delaware Academy has just been playing so well. All players, all day long.
It's been a very strong performance from really every player, and I'm interested to see too, with a player like Boost kind of looming in the back there on the Pyramithra. You know, something that they've done really well is just catching the overextensions, and Houdini has done that as well, right? It feels like Long Island are the team that they we talk about how they can snowball games because of the explosiveness of the characters they play. But sometimes in order to get there, you have to reach a little bit. You have to have the read or the download of some sort in order to land that killing blow. And it feels like Delaware is very aware of that. And they're saying, hey, we know that at some point you're going to reach. And we've got a bunch of characters like Yoshi and Pyramithra whose neutral air will just kill outright at some point. So if they can win neutral long enough at these low percents and make sure that that hourglass ticks a little bit faster, that's where they've found a lot of success. As now we see locked in DS Mario main no longer the anchor. They're stepping into the ring.
I had a feeling they would do this. I really, when they're at the back door, at death's door rather, putting in DS Mario main and switching my guy to rear to anchor just seems like something they would do. And to see it confirmed, yeah, they really want to rely on that carry power of DS Mario main. All he has to do is take this one stock and take down Houdini.
Trading aerials back and forth here. This Mario main should still be able to make it back. I'm curious. Oh, that's a good catch. I don't think he has a jump available. No, he does. Great hide there to sneak that up air underneath. And the movement has been so clutch from Houdini. I mean, remember, they dropped the stock off of that kind of unfortunate SD to the side B way back in set number 1. But ever since, they've just been so clean, weaving around hitboxes. And now, DS Mario main, you start to tell, starting to trend into the red. They're looking for ways to take the stock early. They do not want to make this a kind of scramble scenario where it comes down to one straight aerial, because that is how Houdini has taken so many stocks. The back airs, the neutral airs, the forward airs, eventually in the red, those aerials will kill. DS Mario main does not want to try and contest those.
No, he doesn't. And now currently sitting at 100%. It's been so difficult to try and finish off Houdini in multiple games now. This is also a problem they had in game number 2. And it's happening once again. As he just... Whoa! That was a clash. Okay. That was about to be bad for either player here. As he goes for the offstage dropkick. Alright, it's good enough to get it done. Very scary situation for DS Mario there. Managing to eke it out. But yeah, this is definitely a better situation for Long Island to be in comparatively to the first 2 games.
First real ledge guard of the series, right?
Yeah.
Quickly turns, drops down to the ledge, then does the drop down quick back air to seal things away. He's never really had that opportunity. The play around the ledge has mostly been players escaping the ledge trap or just dying from being hit off stage in the first place. So interesting to see a little bit of a change of pace there. And so DS Mario main able to tie things back up, and that's the important part, right? It's been very, very close, but it's always been a Delaware edge. So Delaware do have the ability to counterpick here, but now you give yourself a chance, and that's all LIU ask for in this series. Also, a side note, part of the semifinal that Delaware played against Illinois Wesleyan, that best of 5 series also had Delaware taking the first 2 sets. Illinois Wesleyan battled back in the second 2 before Delaware took it on last hit, last stock in the third. So interesting to see now that the lineup is really significantly changing for LIU, if maybe that it trends that way. But that is a long ways down the road here, and they're going to have to deal with the next member of the Blue Hens.
Yep. Okay. Does look like we will be going to PS2 for our next matchup. And I mean, Boost is going to come in here secondary now, so a switch up the anchors are now into the middle, I guess. Everybody just shifting down one. So Boost going up against DS Mario main. Both of them at 3 stocks now. This has not happened yet. I don't believe the entire set, right? I mean, in match 1, DS Mario main only had 1 stock, and then next one he only had 2. Man, okay, cool. So he finally made it to the rematch with Boost with 3 stocks. Let's see if it makes a difference here. So we're getting into it. On to Pokemon Stadium 2. All right, off to the races. Full stocks, full power. See who comes out on top.
And again, the emphasis for Delaware, in particular players like Boost, they've gotten a lot of mileage off of not just the combo game, but off of overextensions from DS Mario Main. And you can tell there are certain points in the game for DS Mario Main where they're looking to take early stocks, just like there. They go instantly for drop-down cape, but a high recovery from boost, and all of a sudden, look at the extra damage he's knocked on. 88% now, and Pyra's out. That could be the stock off the up air. Not quite yet, though. Barely able to survive as DS Mario Main.
Okay, wow. DS Mario made a lot of trouble here early on, and yeah, it's going to finish it off. Dash attack to cleanse the palette. DS Mario Main now 2 stocks. Barely getting any damage onto Boost here. He was playing with a mission. So much to prove in. Switching already to the Pyra. Deal even more damage. Boost has been playing immaculately all night long. Just getting great predictions, great reads, countering in kind.
Yeah,
Okay.
ends up fast falling there, and I think he throws out the down air, and I think he wanted to throw out a second one, but got caught, got knocked off stage, and just was already in the motion. So fortunate for DS Mario Main to take that stock, but still, look at the differential right now, 106-0 on second stock, and Boost on Pyra looking to try and take it. Now the switch back to Mythra. Already took that first stock thanks to the forward smash, and DS Mario Main looking for an opening. Great dodge there around, and now they can rack up even more damage, make this stock even easier to deal with. The switch to Pyra, another aerial, won't be able to do the trick quite yet. Another upbeat back to the ledge. DS Mario Main able to survive. Can he find an opening?
He's gonna have to at 144 here on his second. Nice run-up shield. That was very smart. Getting that prediction in, but man, he's getting launched so far with every single swipe of the sword Boost has here. The shield can't really take much more of it. Gets caught again, same position, and that's actually going to send him all the way out, putting him on his last stock here. Let's see how he can recover this. Tries to go for the up air ladder, not going to happen. But what will happen is Boost returning a significant amount of damage. DS Mario Main not able to complete these strings and get maximum damage off of everything, as Boost has just been playing immaculately to counter every single thing that Mario Main's trying to get done.
Just every time he lands what feels like a combo starter, it goes awry. Doesn't get the second follow-up. And he had a good clean follow-through of, nair into turnaround nair, but that was really it. End of the combo. Couldn't find the backer off the back of it, and now all of a sudden, Boost on the verge of getting 2 stocks advantage, and he'll find it. Down air to up air, no, able to survive, but you can't land at center stage. Hunted down by Boost, and down goes DS Mario Main.
Whew. It's just not the night to be the Mario Main man, it seems. As Boost once again gets his number and takes him down, and now it is all up to my guy, the hero of Long Island. Tall order. Boost still on 2. Mudkip sitting in the back with 3. I mean, we've seen him do some crazy things before, but this is damn near Jesus level miracles going on right now, if I have to be completely transparent. UDA, and I want that 3-0, and look, Boost could potentially set that in motion right here.
Can very well do so. These are 2 explosive characters that can quickly eviscerate stocks. You can see the combo game of Mythra as well. Against a character like my guy, it goes one of 2 ways. They either knock this boxer off stage very quickly, or my guy finds ways to armor through and quickly eliminate a very light Pyra Mythra. The knockback on all Little Max moves could very quickly take these 2 stocks off the board. But this is potentially the final. Way Boost has been playing, Delaware are trying to end things here and now, and on small battlefield, they got a very good chance to do so.
Yep, small battlefield. I'm about to say, not a lot of spaces for my guy to get away from, Yeah, they have the 2 platforms, but the distance between them very much negligible, as Boost will be able to close that distance and use them and abuse them on his entire map. It's off to the races, and yeah, my guy's already sitting at 40. Gets a good return, but Boost is so quick.
62-61, so still even. KO Punch about to come back online. And my guy's done a decent job of armoring through a couple of these moves, but at the end of the day, It's just so much damage, and it makes the job so much easier. KO
wow.
punch from center stage will not land. Now the switch to Pyra, knocked off stage once more, and he does not have the recovery. Won't even attempt to get back. No momentum to help him get back to stage, so my guy drops stock number 1. Can't find the edge guard, but he will get the parry. Won't take the stock quite yet. Can't deal with the multi-hits either in that situation, so Boost gets to survive a little bit longer. Forward tilted off stage once more. He'll side B, but it's too low. And again, unable to snap to that ledge, so 2-1 stock count here in this game. Boost now with momentum.
Okay. One stock left. I mean, my guy, yeah, this is what he needs. Nice dodge. Tries to land, but going for the heavier option blows. A little too slow to land on to the Mithra. Not quite happening just yet. My guy close to KO punch as well. Something to always account for is, okay. So up blow's not quite there to finish off KO punch charged. One more away from getting knocked out of it. Ugh, scary situation here. And it's just, yeah, there it goes. Right there's Boost. Keeping the pressure on, and that's going to be free damage. Looking to close this one out. Just needs to do it in 2 more stocks, but very poised to get it done.
Remember, there's still another player of Delaware remaining. Had to side B out. Smart play from my guy. Knew the punish was coming, even though he got the counter off. Dash attack only finds shield, but the spacing of Boost, that sword is just too long, and there's nowhere to run to along the edge. The low recovery gets down aired. Now my guy on the last stock, the last hope of the Long Island Sharks, out along the ledge once more, trying to fight a way back, but he's in a combo now. 45 quickly racked up. Boost with a little bit of rage, too, is not fearful of this Little Mac. They know they've got time and space, and they're going to find it! Down air, up smash, and Boost will secure the championship for Delaware Academy!
What a player, what a champion. Oh, man. He's like, hey, Mudkip, chill out. Watch this real quick. I got you. Boys, let's get it done. And gets it done himself. Oh my goodness. Congratulations to University of Delaware Academy for winning, getting that finals win, the champions of the Elite League in a 3-0. We said at the start of the day, this is going to be highly competitive. I was, expecting to see 5 games. Leighton cringed a little bit, but hey, it was going to be possible. But UDA said, no, not today. We are playing no funsies. This is all serious business. Getting the 3-0, getting that championship. Man, Boost is just insane.
On a day where Boost has, been the anchor of the team, we rarely got to see him. He was in short sets, 2 stocks, 3 stocks to take in total in those series. He comes out as the second member, and I was going to say, felt like the batting order change, right? You go into a new inning, and all of a sudden, your lineup gets a little shifted. That's what it was like in this series, but Boost with a massive performance, and the Delaware experienced players step up. Houdini taking numerous stocks throughout this series, Boost coming up clutch, and Mudkip also putting in work on the Pikachu, making life very miserable for LIU throughout that series. And Delaware Academy, what a performance from them, and they are your grand champions of the elite division of the ECAC.
Yeah. And once again, well-deserved, hard-fought to get to this position. But we will be back momentarily as we do have an interview with the victorious squad. So stay right there. We got some more talking to do.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ECAC Elite Division. The championship match is concluded, and Delaware get the 3-0 sweep over LIU. And we are joined now by Boost inside the booth here after that grand finals victory. Boost, how does it feel for this team, this squad, to 3-0 sweep the grand finals?
Pretty good. We were stressing a little bit because we noticed that these guys, at least to my knowledge, were on a tear, like near undefeated. So we knew this was going to be a tall order.
Tall order indeed. I mean, looking at the bracket, like coming into this, yeah, like you said, on a tear. Everybody, both of y'all had like really great runs in this playoffs, right? And so like we were very much like, oh yeah, this could be a 5-game series. We can go the distance. It'll be kind of crazy, but no. You guys absolutely got a 3-0. We were not expecting that. Like, we knew we were going to have a competitive series, but for it to be a complete 3-0, does that speak to the strength of your team on the day or overall throughout this playoffs run?
I'd say overall throughout the playoffs run, because as it kept going and going, we kind of found our groove, kind of who's going to go in, just general team synergy. And I feel like, especially after our last match before this, because that was game 5, we kind of stepped up and game on top.
It's super dope to hear. And like, so we know, I believe next semester y'all will be in Super Elite, I believe, right?
Most likely, yes.
So looking forward to that, knowing the squads that are already in that division. Like, I mean, yeah, you got to, championships, blah, blah, all that. You see Texas, cool, yeah, awesome. But getting into the Super Elite, like, how are y'all feeling? Like, has it set in yet? Has it been like, oh, boys, we're stepping up. Like, we're doing a big jump. Like, do y'all think y'all be able to swim with those sharks in that division?
I think we'll be fine. We'll find our way. And me personally, it still hasn't really set in yet. Mainly because I fully expected to go down versus the Mac and have my friend Mudkip just kind of like, like I took 2 stocks, go finish them off. But it feels good to be the one, bring it home.
I love the confidence there. And so
Right.
This series in particular, right? You talked about how LIU was coming in, on a heater. It felt like they were, they came in as a number 1 seed from their pool, and you guys, it was a bit of a longer season for you guys because you had some struggles through the regular season. What was the flip the switch moment in the postseason? Where was that in the season for you guys to turn things around and dominate here on the final stage?
I think it was just like team lineup and team order. Because after some point, like, it just became like I'm talking to Mudkip or Boomer or Hood, and it's like, I can't do this, but you can. Like, you can pick up where I'm struggling and vice versa. We just all need to look out for each other, and we'll be fine.
And one of my last questions here is, when you're going in, because you were kind of the anchor of this series, right? Very frequently the third man in, and then in that final series, you're going up against the last 2 members of LIU. Can you walk us through what's your mindset like? What are the emotions as you get into the ring to go up in what was potentially and eventually the last series of the game?
So throughout the series, Hood, or Houdini is his full tag, constantly like gave us 5 stocks or 6 stocks. He kind of filled that role. I call us 2 the wings of the team because one of us is usually either the sweeper.
Yeah.
So if he is like picking up this, like, he started off super strong this season, 5 stock, 6 stock, 5 stock, 6 stock. So in my heart, I knew like, okay, I need to ramp it up too. Like, I know I can do it, and wherever he leaves off, I need to just pick up the plate and just finish it.
All right. Well, that's thank you so much, Boost, for coming online here with us, and congratulations once again. And I guess, Crow, any kind of final questions, or do we want to pitch it away?
Nah, I mean that's about it. Look, the man did all the talking. He said, "Yeah, I didn't think we'd be here, but we're awesome." Yeah, he's being so humble, even though like y'all literally just nuked an entire team almost like on your own back. That's crazy. But yeah, once again, congratulations, Boost. Congratulations to everyone at Delaware and Delaware Academy. And yeah, we'll see you next time for sure. But yeah, have a good night, man.
Thank you.
Man, what a series. What a series. Didn't end, like we predicted at all. And honestly, that's pretty dope to see, I love it when a plan doesn't go to plan, I guess. But yeah, that'll be it for us tonight. Soy, how are you feeling on the matches today, man?
I'm feeling amped up. I mean, and nothing like a grand finals, right? There's just some different type of energy to it. And this one, although it wasn't the long series we expected, it was still an explosive one, had its moments, had its highlights. And I can't wait to see what these teams bring to the table next season.
Absolutely. It's going to be so dope to be there. But that's for later down the line. We got something up for you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. But it's ECAC Valorant Elite Finals. It's going to be Columbia College versus Bruton Parker College. Hail, Monkey Man and Visionary One going to be on the comms and the ones and twos. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful night for some great Valorant action. But as far as tonight goes, thank you so much for joining us. And you'll have a very safe night. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.